Keanu shows up at a wedding he wasn't even really invited to. And later that same week, somebody runs over his motorcycle, and he just shrugs it off. Stuff like this is why people keep saying he's different from every other celebrity out there. Take this next story, for instance. A kid walks up to him holding nothing but a drawing and a whole lot of nerves.
Drawing?
I'm such a big fan.
What's your name?
Noah. My name is Noah.
Hi, Noah. I'm Keanu.
You're probably my favorite actor in the whole world.
Oh my gosh,
You're the
Noah,
best.
thank you. Did you see Duke Kaboom in Toy Story 4?
Yeah, he's my favorite character.
Canada's greatest stuntman! Well, I'm glad you like it.
There's another one too. Most celebrities just give you a quick wave and move along. Keanu actually stuck around for this one. You know how it usually goes. A celebrity signs an autograph and disappears into a car. Keanu will just sit there in traffic, going nowhere, actually talking to whoever's next to him. Apparently, when John Wick 4 wrapped, what he did next left the whole crew kind of stunned.
Look at this. But it's not only the place that's special, it's all the people and everyone. I've been so happy to meet so many great people and artists, and so thank you for all your support. And
thank you very much.
Same set, a bit later. He does something you just don't really see A-list actors do. Caught everyone a little off guard. And then, a kid asks him this question that would honestly stump most adults. Flinch just answers like it's nothing.
How did you go into the computer?
So I would have my hand, and then they would take a picture of it, and then in a computer, they would do an animation of all like a silver hand, and then they would show you on a movie screen.
A groom sends Keanu a wedding invite just a few days out, kind of half joking about it. Nobody actually expected him to walk through that door.
It's very surreal to kind of get married, and that was a magical day in itself. But then to have Keanu come for photos was kind of like the cherry on top.
Absolutely.
We're on holiday at a family moon,
Yeah.
and it came out of papers, and I've had people at the bar and the restaurant saying,
wow.
"Shoot."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, look,
I'm just a normal guy.
One thing about Keanu, all that fame never made him forget the people who were around before any of it. And you can kind of see that and who he brought along to the 2020 Oscars.
Keanu Reeves is with his mother here on the red carpet. Hi, great to have you with us. It's getting chaotic on the carpet.
this is great.
Yeah.
It's like a chaos of madness. It's fun.
You'd figure a movie star would go all out for their own birthday. Not Keanu, though. His 46th was about as quiet as it gets, which honestly makes sense, since he's the kind of guy you'll just see wandering through an airport with a backpack, like anybody else.
Okay, guys, let the people that gotta get to work.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the work.
His reaction to seeing a woman standing on the subway was one that hardly anyone else would have done. Despite his multi-million-dollar movie earnings, Keanu has repeatedly been spotted eating at humble, low-key spots. Even when people teased him for always looking sad while eating, the actor knew exactly how to laugh it off.
What's this?
That's you. That's your sad Keanu meme.
Oh my God. So,
You can buy that on a website called thisiswhyimbroke.com.
oh my
Not that I'm plugging that
So
site.
it's a plug. You can just do that. Like, you know, like when you do those things, like, hey, I'm in Paris. Hey, I'm falling down.
There was some mix-up at the door of his own rap party. Keanu just waited outside in the rain for 20 minutes instead. Didn't want to put the security guy on the spot.
the next one was you waited outside your own rap party for 20 minutes in the rain because you didn't want to make a scene about the miscommunication about getting let in.
I don't recall that.
Okay. And the bouncer's like, and you just didn't want to, okay.
No, I don't remember that.
If you've ever watched Always Be My Maybe, you already know. His scenes are just great. And it's kind of funny, actually, that he agreed to play this totally exaggerated version of himself. Shows he knows exactly what people think of him, and he's completely okay laughing about it.
Now I know what it feels like to be completely starstruck.
The only stars that matter are the ones you look at when you dream.
Thank you.
A pleasure to meet you, Marcus.
This next moment kind of became a whole thing online. A fan just yells something out at an E3 gaming conference, and the way Keanu responds turns it into one of those internet moments that never really goes away.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Now, don't mistake all that kindness for being soft though. Off-screen, Keanu's got just as much edge as the characters he plays.
And that's what's happening with John Wick Chapter 2.
Dang.
Someone actually asked him once if the dangerous stunts ever get to him. Here's what he said.
With John Wick, you can't just ride a horse. You have to come off the saddle. You're supposed to fall under it, hold onto the pommel. Excuse me.
It's fine.
And then shoot some guys. So then they had to create something to make it safe. And so they did this contraption that was like this truck in case I fell off the horse while we were on the streets. And so that happened a couple of times. The horse took off and I was like falling, and then they pulled me up. So that was nice.
This clip's kind of rare. Keanu right at the end of an exhausting workday, completely worn out. Then he notices a fan in the crowd, and he just doesn't hesitate. Not even for a second.
Can you just please wave? Please at least just wave. Can you please? No! Can you thank you? Oh my God, thank you so much, please. Can I thank you so much? Please, thank you. Oh my God. Can I thank you? Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, you're incredible. I love your movies and you're an awesome guy. Thank you.
Normally, running over a celebrity's motorcycle is the kind of thing that ends badly for everyone involved. With Keanu, though, it just turned into another one of those stories about how easygoing he actually is.
Uh-oh, Keanu Reeves' bike just got run over.
It's not in the red. It's parked legally. This is a legal park.
Guys, come on. Give us 5 minutes, okay?
Hey, what do you think about the Occupy Wall Street movement?
If there's any issue, I have our information. We can work it out later. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. All right, here we go.
And what he let this little girl do with his favorite motorcycle kind of surprised everybody watching. A lot of stars use their award speech to talk about themselves. Watch what Keanu does instead, up on the Canadian Walk of Fame.
And so began a wonderful journey of growing up, of friendships, of adventures, of teachers, of coaches, mentors, in a place, in a city, in a culture I am forever grateful for.
Here's a little detail people usually miss. In photos with female fans, Keanu always keeps his hands off to the side, never touching them. It's a small thing, but it says something about the guy. And when the conversation turned to relationships once, he actually gave one of the better pieces of advice you'll hear.
No, because if you're a lover, you got to be a fighter.
How so?
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have? No, I'm kidding.
There's this story an actress told about the day Keanu basically saved her. And honestly, it's just one of a bunch of stories like that floating around Hollywood. Armas mentioned on a podcast once that Keanu helped her out early on, back before anyone really knew who she was.
Is positive. Everybody just says he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, it is.
He's as nice as everybody says.
He is really nice, and he's very generous, and he's just the coolest. And you know, this is my third film with Keanu. I met him like almost 11 years ago when I moved to LA. I barely spoke English. And now, you know, this is kind of like a full circle moment. Like,
how nice.
It's really special to have him, you know. I met Keanu when he had just finished filming the first John Wick.
It's not just his characters who love animals either. Put a dog in front of Keanu in real life, and he just melts a little.
Yeah.
Hi. Who's the puppy king?
Come here. Hey.
I'm the puppy king.
There we go. You got it. There we go. All right.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
And dogs just seem to know, somehow. Like they can tell right away this is someone they can trust completely.
Asian escape.
It's a puppy. Fellas, Fellas, and missus, hang out for a second. We're gonna hang out.
We're gonna hang
We're gonna be okay.
While they were filming Good Fortune, Keanu actually got hurt pretty badly. Most people would have just gone home to recover. He stayed on set instead, still showing up for everyone around him.
We were in a residence house, and I had there was carpet to protect the floor, and my foot got caught, and I spiked my knee, and it cracked, fractured.
And he came and filmed a scene right after the fall, and his knee was bleeding. I was like, wait, what? Keanu just wants to shoot.
This next bit is worth actually paying attention to. What Keanu says here about bullying. Everyone should hear this, honestly.
Hey, Canada. You're known to be polite and civilized, right? People even tend to joke about it. But reality is not as nice. It's unacceptable. When kids get bullied, it can lead to anxiety, depression, or even suicide. So let me ask you, nice and politely, to change that.
When his sister was going through years of fighting leukemia, Keanu ended up being her main caregiver. Even though he's got his own motorcycle brand, he'll still turn around and give credit to the competition without hesitating.
To the power plant here. Anything you want to talk about that, Guard?
No, that's a really good explanation. Here's an example of where the air comes in. It goes round and round and ends up there.
And goes raw. That's a beautiful sound.
Even when someone like Jim Carrey heaps on the praise, watch how quickly Keanu just brushes it off and deflects.
Here's what Jim had to say to you, what he said to us. He said, "You are the man that every man aspires to be." How does that make you feel?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said it to us.
Well, he's very kind and he's very generous, and it speaks to his beautiful heart, and the man is a creative genius. Right? He's a genius.
But when Keanu notices a fan in a wheelchair, he stops for her completely. And here he is again, thanking a crowd of fans out in Brazil. Back in 1997, there's this one story about Keanu that people still bring up. He just sat down on the sidewalk to listen to a homeless man tell his whole story. And if you ask around, pretty much everyone who's worked with him ends up saying some version of the same thing.
The things you hear about Keanu,
They're
true.
They're actually
They're true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, both of us have been asked, was it really intimidating meeting him? And I think it would be intimidating meeting him if he walked into a room with any ego or he wasn't humble or kind, but he is so immediately, clearly humble, kind, gracious
100%.
that it's just like, oh my gosh, Keanu.
Joe Rogan isn't exactly known for handing out compliments to celebrities, but even he sounds genuinely impressed talking about Keanu.
That Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise level of fame, and then just became this super chill, mellow guy that can just go through crowds. That guy sits on the subway by himself. See him, he's dressed like me. Yeah. He's got a regular watch on and sneakers. He's normal as fuck, man. Yeah. It's real weird. He's figured out a way to avoid, there he is right there on the fucking subway, just chilling. And he looks like a totally normal dude.
I look like fucking me.
Yeah, well, and people freak out. They're like, is that? No, can't be. People ignore him.
20 years down the line, and Carrie-Anne Moss still says pretty much the exact same thing about him.
Doing it with him, holding hands to do it, something I'll never forget.
That was fun.
It was really fun. I don't have the kind of, skill set that Keanu has. Keanu's has a masterful understanding of action. And I've seen him grow, in the last 20 years. His way of doing it is, I'm in awe of it.
1 a.m., somewhere in Brooklyn, someone just walks up asking him for a lighter, and somehow that turns into a story people still tell. Another night, he's just at some pub in the UK. No security, no entourage, just a guy having a beer. And listen to how casually he talks about one of the worst motorcycle accidents. He tells Keanu the internet basically dubbed him everyone's boyfriend, and his reaction is just kind of perfect.
And now you've been
dubbed the internet's boyfriend. How do we feel about that?
I've been what?
You've been dubbed the internet's boyfriend. Everyone is just kind of gushing over you on the internet. You didn't know that yet.
No, well, that's
A lot of positivity.
Well, the positivity's great. You know?
There's even a clip of him basically losing track of an interview because he got surrounded by puppies.
Look how cute you are. You're like a cutie pie. You're a cutie pie. Let's answer some questions. Which one? We got puppy pee. Oh, it's playing the puppy pee. No, we're not going to play in the puppy pee. I always wanted to know since I was growing up who really wrote the plays of Shakespeare.
A talk show once brought up one of his very first jobs. Fans were already thrilled just meeting him, honestly. But Keanu went ahead and made it even better. Tells you everything. Same worn-in jacket, nothing flashy about it. Keanu was just never that guy.